Hey everyone, Ian Pavelko, the Mad Hungarian here with my Performance Model 3 with performance upgrade that is. And a lot of you have been asking, what is track-like going to be in winter, in the snow? I am here to show you what that is like, and also to dispel some current myths about how the Model 3 performs in general in winter. I've heard some things on the internet like, oh, it's not that great in snow, no. You know what? That's crap. This thing is incredible. Wait till you see the demonstration. So we're going to start off by demonstrating how the car handles, brakes, turns, and everything with the normal systems engaged, so normal traction control and stability control. And then we're going to give you a little sample of what it does with track mode. So strap in, let's go. So right now we haven't adjusted anything. We're basically got the car in standard mode on every setting. Let's see how she does. Right from the get-go, an easy start. I should also mention we're running the Nexen Windguard Sports right now, a 235/45/18 on the car. It's a good V-rated high-performance winter tire. Not exceptional in snow and ice, but even so, you can see the car brakes very controllably, it turns in very crisply, and the stability control does a marvelous job of keeping the car on track. If I steer, it does its absolute level best by just changing the regen when I'm backing off and then accelerating to keep the car balanced. So it's balancing the throttle inputs, the braking inputs, and I can brake fairly hard and I get pretty good response out of it. Again, this is a tire that's V-rated, it's designed for high-speed work, so it's not going to give you quite the same result as a T or an H-rated tire would in that respect. But you can see no problem handling, and right now the conditions are pretty slippery. There's not a huge amount of snow left in this lot that we're using. There's obviously the snow has been cleared, but what is left is pretty greasy. But the car, no problem, takes off and accelerates very nicely, brakes very controllably. Whoops! And there goes the phone. Okay, so much for standard mode. Now, to go into track mode, we select driving, track mode over here. Do we want to? Yes. And we are off. In the distance, we can hear the little cooling fans whirring on. That's something, by the way, Tesla, I don't think we really need when sub-zero temperatures. Maybe we need a winter track mode where you back off on the cooling, because I don't think we're going to have to chill the motors and the battery too much in these kind of temperatures. But here we are. Let's give it a whirl. So right off the start, I don't notice much difference in the way the traction control works. It's still helping me to get off the line. I can feel the traction control working. So I don't think that's changing acceleration even on dry pavement very much. And even at lower speeds, we wouldn't notice much of a difference. The fun really starts when you do this. Woo! As you can see, I can get the car quite a bit more sideways now by adding some throttle. It drifts readily, controllably. What's really going on in the background is I haven't turned off the stability control systems nor the traction control. They're working in harmony with me, so they're letting me get the car as sideways as I want to, and I can almost get it to go completely around. Let's try that. Woo, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But it does so in such an incredibly controlled way. It's as if the hand of God is back there somewhere going, okay, this looks good, but let's not get too crazy with it. Woo, you just can goose it, you back off. The other thing which is really nice about it, and I was very concerned as someone who's driven Audi Quattros, both on the street and in rallies for 20 years, is what happens when you back off the throttle. Is the regen really going to work the same way I would working the pedals and a manual transmission with compression on the engine to give me that confidence to get the nose to tuck into the corners? Yes, it does. As soon as I back off, whoop, I can feel the nose dive in. The regen braking works to put the weight on the nose. I can then steer the car into the corner and then add some power and whoo, power out of it. And a beautiful, nicely controlled, easily just drift the thing sideways all the way down the parking lot here. It's absolutely stunning. I've got to say, they hit this out of the park. I mean, we could just do this all day long. Let's draw some circles. Woo! I mean, it's exactly as it's been described in some of the tests. You drive at a comfortable speed around a track, or in this case, in a lot, or let's take it out on the street. And what it's doing back there is it's helping you. It's not disappearing. It's not saying, okay, you're on your own, Charlie. It's actually still working with you, but it's giving you so much more latitude to get the best possible time, or in this case, to go into the corner, unfortunately, we've got some obstructions in front of us here. And then you just get into it, dial it in, and I don't really, I'm sorry, words kind of fail me at this point. I can't really 100% adequately describe this. You really have to experience it. It's a new way to drive a car either on dry track or in the snow and really get the most out of it, but still having the security of the computer assisting you back there, making these little minute corrections. It's like there's this tiny little engineering department deep downstairs somewhere inside the car going, yeah, you know, we could tweak that line for you just a little bit better. Let me just put a little bit more into that. Woo! It's really quite remarkable. Let's go back the other way. Back off. There we go. Nose into the turn. A little power on. Now, flicker back the other way. Woohoo! Line her up. Just keep dialing the steering wheel, and out we go. I mean, incredible. This is stuff that I never dreamed I could do with an electric car. Yeah. It's something to take in. I've really, and I've had a grand total of maybe 20 minutes behind the wheel today doing this. I can't imagine what it's going to be like when I've had a couple of hours to really get a feel for it. But so far, just absolutely spectacular. Guys, you've done a masterpiece here. You really have. It's just so easy to control.